Alright, we're back. We are heading to follow the leads we were given by Isaiah Sandoval before. We unfortunately were unable to convince him to stay alive. What's more important is that we got the leads.
Fuck them cops, man.
Yeah, they can't tell us to get off the streets. We only block them.
Sure you do. Are we heading in the right direction? Yeah. Well, we knocked out Zeke and we killed Isaiah. Well, we didn't kill Isaiah, but we couldn't prevent Isaiah from killing himself.
Thousands of angry rioters took to the streets in several cities this evening after viewing controversial satellite footage of...
But at least we now know where we're headed. We think we can track Megan's GPLs. And we might be able to find our missing scientists. Wait, no, we're not going to my apartment. We're going up to the helipad. The longest elevator ride in the entire game is the one in Jensen's apartment block for some reason. We got here before Malik though.
Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it. Hey, I got a message for you, Jensen. From Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Was it true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them? What do they think stopping us from...
God, they are very worried about the riots, it seems. Let's go talk with Sarif. I was wrong earlier. That wasn't the longest elevator ride in the game. This is. But at least this one you get to look out at the city. Although it definitely doesn't look as cool with all the friggin' signs of riots there. A little bit more scary.
Sarif?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea, to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, we had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
You're Adam Jensen, right? The security chief here? Your men did a good job securing this building when the riot broke out.
Thanks. I am not surprised. Back to Hengsha, you say? And yes, indeed. We will return to Hengsha. There will be another set of side quests, and you will be able to pick up any of the Praxis kits you missed there, if you missed any when you were first in Hengsha. I forgot how close together the revisits to Detroit and Hengsha were. I thought there was like a facility in between.
Boss said we're heading back to Hengsha?
Pritchard tracks Sevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
Oof! This upcoming sequence is difficult. It ranges from incredibly easy to incredibly difficult depending on how thorough you want to be.
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in.
That's not the Hengsha loading screen.
Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy boy.
Hengsha Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. They've got to comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates. What the hell? We've got a SAM lock on our tail. Jensen, all systems are down. Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Sevchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
She's right. This is it's incredibly difficult to actually get past these guys. There are a lot of them. They're incredibly difficult, and you don't have a lot of time. If you want to do this pacifist, it's even harder. Oh, what? That's not my autosave. I literally pressed F5 when I got through. Bullshit. I know, well, at least I know I have an autosave there. But like, rather than a quick save. But I wanted a quick save. Yeah, if you're doing pacifist, it's even harder because you've got to neutralize like 8 people and you don't have long to do it.
Malik,
this is incredibly hard.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Sevchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. but this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
These guys just took 3 fucking trank shots, he's still not down. That guy should go down relatively soon. And nobody's going down so far. The trank rifle just useless at the moment.
Hey, Jensen.
Malik? Malik, you're hurt.
Just a scratch, spy boy. But I think...
Okay. We're not... I'm giving this a few more goes. I've managed to do this successfully on previous playthroughs, but unfortunately it does take
Malik,
a lot of
I
work.
know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
Why is the leg we use? Oh, I'm out of candy bar. I think I've only got a few more left though. Shit. Robot there. Almost done though, there's like 2 guys left. Come on Malik, just hold in there. Oh, there's more than 2 guys left. Come on, there's like 1 guy left. Malik, you got this. You're fine. Oh shit. Is he upstairs? Oh, he's up the ladder, isn't he? Oh god, I'm worried I'm gonna die. Painkillers, painkillers. Alright, there he is. Yes! I think we managed to save Malik, like, on the hardest difficulty without killing anybody. Oh no! No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you kill me either! Is that it?
Jensen, the bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, spy boy.
Jesus Christ. Doing this segment on Give Me Deus Ex, like, Pacifist is probably one of the hardest things in, like, the entire modern franchise. Like, no joke. Like, the speed in which you have to do it. You saw on that first attempt when I was trying to be, like, pussyfooted about it, that she just died. Like, like, there's a lot of room to finagle with it, but especially since you can only take a few shots yourself, it's not easy. There's only one other situation in the modern franchise that I like, wow, this is actually, like, significantly harder because I'm trying not to kill anybody here. And that was, it also involves a chopper, funnily enough. And it's in the sequel. It's quite early in the sequel, actually. We'll probably talk about it eventually on this channel. But yeah, I'm very happy that we managed to get Malik to safety without killing anybody. It's one of my favorite parts of the game, but it's incredibly difficult. Oof. Now we're back in Hengsha. Properly this time. What I do like about the Human Revolution... Oh, well.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
Yeah, one thing I like about Human Revolution, like that was just a big tip-off. Bell Tower are going to be looking for you while you're in Hengsha, but if I remember correctly, it's not too oppressive. In the sequel, there are some times where you're in a hub, but the hub is super on lockdown, and you've got to be very careful. I think the reason why it gives you this warning is presumably because you might change your mind and go try to save Malik. But I'm pretty sure Malik would already be dead by the time you reach this door. Maybe it's also like, hey, you can't go loot those items you missed if you open this door, which I guess is fair. Nothing in Human Revolution is like unique though, except for one item. Oh, I was expecting Bell Tower to be like, oh god, Jesus Christ. Well, it looks like we're not the only ones being affected. What on earth is going on? Oh, that's Bell Tower. Well, we're gonna figure out what on earth is going on next time, I think. Oh, actually, we got a little bit of time left. We're still only going 60 minutes.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Run away from the Bell Tower man. Should we get the biochip? See now, like, part of me is like, yeah, we should get it because these glitches are clearly a problem. But then the other part of me thinks, well, we heard about a biochip being distributed that wasn't made by Tai Young Medical. So...
Mr. Jensen? I am not mistaken. You are Mr. Jensen, right?
That depends. Who's asking?
I am sorry, Mr. Jensen. I am being impolite. My name is Wing Hui. I am a doctor here.
I can see that. What I really meant to ask is, how do you know who I am?
Yes, of course. Excuse me, for I am a bit nervous. Bell Tower agents were here a while ago, looking for a man who fits your description. When I heard what they were saying of you, it occurred to me that you might be exactly the person I need.
Need for what, exactly? Tread carefully, Doc, because I'm about one step away from losing my patience here.
No, please, you misunderstand. I only wish to talk to you about something, and it is not an easy subject to discuss, as it is a rather sensitive matter. Truly, Mr. Jensen, I would never force anyone to do something against their will. On that, you have my word.
Glad to hear it. So what's this all about then?
I'm afraid I won't be able to go into very much details. Not before I know you are really willing to help. But I need someone to help me to stop a very dangerous augmented soldier, and possibly his squad mates. If everything Bell Tower said of you is true, then you would seem the good fit for this job.
Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me more.
Thank you. Now please, understand that I am to give you sensitive information on multiple parties.
I understand, Doc. You can count on my discretion.
I appreciate it, Mr. Jensen. Obviously, you are familiar with Bell Tower and the role they have in this city. What you may not be familiar with, however, is the fact that sometimes they contract limb doctors like myself to work in private clinics on special projects.
What kind of special projects?
What you Americans call black operations. Bell Tower selects some of their best soldiers and make them to be super augmented with experimental, top-secret hardware.
Not to sound too jaded, Doc, but none of that comes as a big surprise. Stuff like that's been going on for years.
Yes. Your government and mine have both been guilty of this practice, I am sure. But Bell Tower is not a government. They are a private corporation. A private army on sale to the highest bidder.
Is this about stopping Bell Tower, then? Because as much as I might hate them right now, I'm only one man.
No. It is not all of Bell Tower I need help with. It is just one of their covert operatives, a man named Michael Zelazny. He was implanted with experimental hardware, and to an extent that is way beyond legal regulations. I am ashamed to say I have operated on him myself, and he has been used in countless secret operations for the Chinese and, others.
Sounds like the type of man you don't want to see going out of control.
Precisely. Yet, about a month ago, I have heard rumors that Mr. Zelazny and part of his unit had gone rogue. And 2 weeks later, a city official was killed in a perfectly staged operation. I am certain it was them. And then, a few days ago, Mr. Zelazny contacted me himself. He needed urgent help with one of his squad mates' augmentations.
I take it you said you would help.
They sent me to the back store of a meat shop near Pandang Road, in the Yutzao district. There, I performed emergency repairs on one of the agent's AUGs, a servo replacement. I believe this back store is their hideout, Mr. Jensen. You must go there and make Mr. Zelazny hear reason.
I'll do what I can.
I am sure you are up to the task. Mr. Zelazny is a soldier, not a maniac. Your unique situation will no doubt resonate with him. And if things do turn sour and he must be terminated, I think you are quite a good candidate to get it done. Or at least survive.
Well, I'll look into that, but like I was saying, the biochip, we know that there have been some shenanigans going on with biochips lately. So I think I'm too suspicious to get a new one installed.
You here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface. We fixed with upgraded chip. You want it, yes?
I'll think about it.
Clinic is very busy, but if you want something else, we will service you.
Well, thank you. I actually can't afford any of the Praxis kits right now. Oh, I don't have enough space? Jesus.
You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you. So, I guess we will hopefully come back. If we miss out on 2 Praxis kits here because of credits, it's not a huge deal in my eyes. Like, we already have 6 Praxis points available right now. I think we're doing okay. Alright. Let's just track that. Nothing to see here, Bell Tower Man. Nothing to see here. Yeah, that's a little bit more impressive than I remember, but it's still not too bad. It's actually a good point. If I'm gonna get the Praxis points and stuff, I might want to loot all of Hengsha, which I didn't do last time, because we just didn't have a good stream stopping moment. But I feel like we might be in a good place to stop the stream relatively soon, so that might give me an opportunity to go loot Hengsha. Oh, that was a terrible idea. I forgot the bell tower were there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, well. I don't know why you jump in the shadows, man. Run away. Run the fuck away.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Okay. Suppose we could do that for Hugh Darrow. I have a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh. Zeleny feels this location is no longer secure. He's planning to move down below. I hear some of the team are talking about a safe spot in the sewers. The situation is getting tense. I'm afraid they're onto me. I caught one of them poking through my shit. When you can move in and take these guys out, I need to get out of here. Well, there's also a security, a safe here. Let's have a gander. There you go. It should take him ages to hack me.
Access grant.
Easy. Nope, don't close it again. There you go. Good solid 400 credit haul there. This soldier in the helipocket. I should take a look. I did have a look. Oh, do I now have to just locate Zeleny by myself? Oh no. Well, that sounds disastrous. Is there a sewer grate nearby though? Where would I get into the sewers? The Hive? The Huanghua Hotel? Is the Huanghua Hotel too, like... It's in the other district. Aha, there's a sewer grate over here. Perhaps if we just wander around in the sewers for a little while, we'll find something. There's so much random shit going on in the sewers in Detroit. Yep. Alright, well. It appears these sewers are similarly occupied. Well, damn, they're actually very fucking... I'm gonna just quick save here. When that guy turns around, I'm gonna try beating him up. If he turns around, I guess. They get that guy up there. Yell Cowabunga, maybe the turtles go help you. As much as that sounds like a completely rational idea. These sewers have more rats than they do turtles. I think these are the guys we're looking for. Well, there's a chance that this is just a completely unrelated group of criminals. Oh, no, he has Jensen shades on. These are definitely augmented super soldiers. Only augmented super soldiers get the shades augs. Clearly. What's he even labeled as? Harvester. Harvester? Wait, that doesn't sound like... Uh-oh. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these aren't the augmented super soldiers. That's worrying. The harvesters are something completely different. Have I just fucked with Tong Si Hong? Where am I now? What is going on? Oh, I've definitely fucked with Tong Si Hong, haven't I? Oh well. I didn't kill anyone. I'm sure Tong Si Hong will be very, very nice to me. We're on good terms. What? I have the double upgrade! You better not be fully hostile. Thank you. Okay. Did I just miss? This whole thing has been handled so poorly. Let's reload the autosave. Let's reload the autosave. See if we can get the double hit on the guys instead of the single hit, because I was stupid. I wasn't stupid, the game was stupid. There we go. if we take out this bad boy. Oh, there's more than one over there. Shit. Well, I still ended up having to use a fucking jar. Well, at least the limb clinic here sells jars. Well, we have a route into Tong Si-hong's place if we ever need to deal with that. Which I think we probably will, in all honesty. Is there anything else in these sewers that, like, let's have a look at the map of the sewers. So there is that area. Not sure if we ever went there. Huh. That is it for the sewers in this area, though. Which is interesting. I wonder if there's, you know, something in the other sewers. Or wait, what? Okay, that's just a different part of the same sewer system. Okay, yeah. We'll check out the sewers in the other district then. The ones near the Honghua Hotel. These ones don't seem to be filled with augmented super soldiers. They seem to be filled by harvesters. And I am in no mood to piss off the harvesters any more than I already have. I feel like this is a route into the district. No, wait, no, it's not. I always get confused because it looks like a route into the district, but it's not. Okay, if we just head left here, we get right into the Qui-Gon district. I have to sneak past Bell Tower again. I wonder if they'll just let me walk past or if they'll turn hostile. Because there's a couple times you've noticed probably where I've gotten really close to them and they haven't seemed to do much to me, so let's give it a go. Oh, they didn't even notice me. Oh, now they have. They don't seem too bothered though. Hi, I'm looking for. Oh wait, I can sell it to you. You buy. Buy my shotgun and sniper rifle. And buy my beer. Buy my vodka. Buy my gas grenade.
You make me poor. Deal with you, no fun.
Lol.
I'm sitting here, just me and my
So are the augmented super soldiers I'm looking for down here? That's the question. There are more rats down here. If they're not, then I have no idea where they are in the sewers. Maybe the quest is bugged, honestly. Oh, wait. Are they over there? How do I get over there? Interesting. In the Alice Garden pots? Oh, wait. I don't think those are sewers. Although maybe they are. I think that's just the Alice Garden pods. Lower level. It could be that the quest is actually bugged and hasn't given me the next portion of the quest. It could be that those are sewers, and that's where we need to go. So I tell you what, I'll head over to the Alice Garden entrance and see if there are sewers there. If there is a sewer entrance there, then we'll head down, and if not, we'll just end it off here, because we've done a lot of investigating this episode. I don't mind necessarily ending a video in the middle of a quest if the quest is proving to be particularly difficult. Wait, which way do we go? Okay. Bell Tower, be nice to me.
This has nothing to do with you.
No, yeah, you're right.
Keep moving. Come out.
You're supposed to. I'm not. Just ignore me.
Go.
No, I'm going. It's weird, they're supposedly supposed to shoot me on sight, but they have not done that. They have merely told me to get away.
Last warning, sir. Move away.
I'm moving. I imagine there are going to be two guys right at the end of this tunnel like there were last time. And this time they're not going to be so happy with me. Okay, now are there a sewer entrance down here? Also, are these guys back up? Knocked out last time? No. That's interesting. Where are those green guys? One of them's here. They're harvesters, I guess? And now there's... Ah! There is a sewer entrance over here. Is this where we're going? Is that gas? Because I don't think we've ever been in these sewers. Well, they don't look pretty... Oh, wait. Aha!
They send you?
If you're talking about your former buddies at Bell Tower, the answer is no.
Wait a minute. You're Jensen, right? I heard that some of my former buddies have been looking for you.
Could be. What's it to you?
When a stranger sojourns with you in your land, you shall not do him wrong.
You've dropped the merc gig to become a man of the cloth?
Hardly. I just have an interest in theology. And I love quoting the book. Everything in it is so evocative. Now, tell me, are you here to stop me?
That I am.
Then perhaps you should reconsider. There are many of us, and only one of you. At this moment, my men and I have no quarrel with you. So you don't have to die for a war that isn't yours.
I said I was here to stop you, not fight you. A friend of yours sent me to convince you to turn yourself in.
Let me guess. Dr. Wing, right? He's a good man. And I know he's only trying to do what he thinks is right. But he doesn't quite grasp the whole picture here.
Then why don't you enlighten me? Start by explaining why you went rogue.
When an average man decides he no longer shares his employer's views and opts to leave, we say he's handing in his resignation. When men like us do the same, it's called going rogue. You can't quit a job like ours, Jensen. You know that.
Okay, so you didn't agree with your boss. Doesn't mean you have a right to go about killing people, just because you feel like it. I won't let you.
What makes you think you could stop me? You might hurt some of us, but in the end, my men and I will win. If you make us fight.
Fair enough. But you still haven't answered my question. And what do you mean when you say you no longer share your employer's view?
Back in the US, when I first got into the Army, I did it because I wanted to serve my country. I believed in its values. I believed in its government. Back then, I believed that by serving my government, I was serving the people it was supposed to protect.
Nice sentiment. But you don't work for the US anymore, you work for Bell Tower.
Times change, Jensen. You know the story. Capitalism's final encroachment on one of the most lucrative industries in the history of mankind. War got privatized. The US military offloaded its special operations to PMCs like Blue Water Global and Bell Tower. I believed that as long as they were working for the government, they were serving the same cause. So when they offered me the chance to work on major operations at twice the pay grade, I made my jump.
Once again, nice story. But none of it justifies what you've done. Right now, I'm giving you a chance to do the right thing and turn yourself in.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Jensen. I respect you for coming here and doing what you think is right. But you gotta understand, I'm trying to do the same thing.
Really? Okay then. Why don't we skip ahead to when things turn sour?
Bell Tower outfitted us with top-notch augmentations. The kind of stuff civilians never hear about. Gave us a massive edge over the enemy. Later, Seeing as my unit was one of the most successful ones, they selected us for a special program. Top secret. Experimental tech. Told us we would get to work on critical black ops for the US government. But there was a price to pay.
Go on.
We had to be implanted with a neural hub that manipulates memory centers in the brain. Basically controlling what you can and cannot remember.
And you agreed to this?
Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. The augmentation was supposed to keep us safe, make sure we'd never remember details if we fell behind enemy lines. That was the main function. The second one, the one they didn't tell us about, was to lower our inhibitions. Make us more receptive to orders we'd likely disobey. Bell Tower turned us into the perfect mercs.
If you were so perfect, and the hub made you so perfect, how did it fail? How come they didn't outfit the whole agency?
I told you the tech was experimental. After a couple of ops, I started experiencing memory shifts, remembering bits and fragments of past operations. Slowly, I realized some of these operations couldn't logically have been orchestrated by the government, and was asked to do highly questionable things, even by professional standards.
Aren't we all?
Not like this, Jensen. Our services have been sold to corrupt officials in the American and Chinese governments. A combination of lies and use of the neural aug made sure we complied. We were working for a shadow government. Individuals corrupted by a quest for personal power.
So how'd you get out of it?
I confronted the project director. He quoted Apocalypse Now. You have to have men who are moral, and at the same time who are able to utilize their primordial instincts to kill without feeling. I forced him to disconnect the hub, for me and my squad mates here. And then I killed him. I went through his files and contacts. I know who these corrupt men are now. They've turned us into killing machines, and now they'll get to experience their experiment firsthand.
Listen, I have no doubt these men deserve to die. But you can't simply pass judgment on people. Nothing gives you that right. You have to turn yourself in. Play this by the book.
You simply don't get it, do you, Jensen? These men I killed, and these men I'm going to kill, they have names, families. Their deaths shouldn't be erased from my memory by some electronic software. They should haunt me, taunt me, until I finally meet our Lord and pay for my sins. But the men behind this, they deserve to die. And I think there's poetry in the fact that they engineered their own demise.
Listen, nobody here is saying you're wrong to think these men deserve to pay. I agree with you, but make them pay in accordance to the law, not by breaking it.
It's a cute little toy you have there, Jensen. But don't waste your time. Your Cassie won't work on me.
Then it looks like you leave me no choice. Let's get this over with.
Whoever sheds the blood of man, by man shall his blood be shed.
Go, 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 go!
Oh, he wasn't pressing Q. Well, that was a short fight. I hope my autosave is really close. That doesn't look good. Jensen's in his apartment. My autosave's gotta be closer than that. Okay. Le rip indeed.
If you're
wait.
You
hard.
Not exactly.
Also, fuck it.
Oh, you're a rogue.
Whoever.
Who the heck's on target?
Alright, that went slightly better. I think you would agree. I ended up using, yep, my last of my energy bars. That's great. I'm sure they won't be needed later. I can't believe I pressed W instead of Q when he first got to me. I don't know if there's actually a way to talk him down. I didn't see any options aside from the Cassiog. And the Cassiog doesn't work on him. Not enough violence? Hey, this is a peaceful playthrough, I'll have you know. We haven't killed anyone yet. There's only one guy whose blood is on our hands. And it's because I couldn't convince him not to commit suicide. Alright, let's go talk to the doc. And also buy a Praxis kit. And we'll finish this stream off. So Bell Tower will continue not to fuck with me. How could I? Look, I tried, man. I tried the tough love thing. I told him if he committed suicide he'd be a coward, and he was like, yeah, but I'm a coward, and he killed himself. So, you know. I'm moving. No, I'm not getting your chip.
Think about it.
And I would like your jar. And a Praxis kit.
You're very welcome, sir.
So? You have found Zelazny? I cannot stress enough the importance of this task, Mr. Jensen.
I found him.
Really, Mr. Jensen? You have been able to make him understand reason? Will he turn himself in?
Unfortunately, no. I had to take him and his teammates down.
It is a sad conclusion, but one that does not come as a surprise. I still believe you did a good thing, Mr. Jensen. Here is a Praxis kit. It's all I have.
There we go. That's the end of that side quest. What's up with his hair? Alright. I think he is a beautiful man. That's where we're going to end off the YouTube video. I'll see you guys next time.